Good afternoon. Today is the 30th of November 2021, and we are finishing up our canvas of coffee and macaroons. How are you today? Let's just get right in it. We finished up the first holiday one yesterday. It's already in the window. I told you it was going to be a window decoration. And we're going to finish this up today. Tomorrow I have to go back to the clinic, so I don't know about tomorrow. I am not expecting any great torture. Let's see. Yeah, so I think I should be able to do the afternoon video since I have to go early morning because I have to talk to the doctor that's going to replace the tooth that was taken out. Life happens. I don't know how much you can see of what I am doing. Let me bring you a little bit closer. Hang in there. How's that? Well, if I would turn the light on, and you would be able to see. Sun is shining. You know the routine. Sun shines when I start doing my video, and then it goes away. It's what always happens. So what I am doing is I'm filling in a little bit of confetti that I had. I was doing the background and the bigger sections of multiplacing, color blocking, and in the meantime, like I told you, I have 3 projects going. So this was for November, so we're still within the time frame that I set for myself. Of course, in the meantime, I got that that Christmas candy bag for review. So I put everything aside and did the review of that. That's finished. I had a bit of a hard time sewing it with the needle that was included, until actually my husband took over, and he said that the thin needle is much better because the canvas, you know, it's a regular canvas, diamond painting canvas, and you have to sew it together to make, fold it together, excuse me, to make the bag. And he said that the reason that type of needle was included because it was sharp, nice and sharp on the end. And it did work after that. So it was all done. It looks adorable. And I ordered 10 more of that. Where are we? Let's see. What can you see? I need to come down further or the canvas up because, okay, I think this should be okay. I always have trouble with doing the real top part and the bottom because I tend to walk out of the camera. And then you're like, I can hear her. I'm sure she's doing something, but I don't know what she's doing. Yeah. Excuse me. know, I say excuse me a lot. Folks, it's winter. In other words, I am going to be coughing and sniffing and everything else that comes with winter. We had snow for about 5 minutes, but it was snow. So I was like, thank you. It was actually quite lovely, especially when you're in a nice warm room, you know, looking at the snowstorm outside. It wasn't so lovely for people trying to get home in the sudden snowstorm. But I think they should be prepared. I mean, this is the end of November. Definitely winter. We are in Eastern Europe, so the fact that there was no snow last year in this city, there was snow in Hungary, but there was no snow in this city is definitely a weird experience. I mean, if you must have winter, should have snow. My opinion. Don't have to agree, but still my opinion. Just holler if you can't see me anymore. So actually what I'm doing is filling in what was left out when I was doing the color blocking and things like that. So I am positive unless some unseen emergency comes up that we can finish this today, because I am planning to get back to my timetable and start the first bigger holiday picture of the little kitty cat walking in a snowy pine forest. I think it's adorable. We kitted it up yesterday, so it's ready to get started and do it. We really improved as far as kitting up is concerned. It went without any major problems, which is a miracle in itself, you know. But we get it done. That's the main point. How's your holiday preparations coming along? Are you half crazy like I am? I try not to be, but it never works. I want everything to be so nice, you know, that I do tend to put a strain on my nerves. Actually, I have extremely wearable nerves. It's hard to get me upset. I think for the simple reason that I'm rather well organized. And by now I have learned that just because I'm behind a little bit, like I said, life happens, it still will work out just fine. Just don't make things worse by getting all hyper and, you know, getting hysterical. I think that's one of the advantages of being older, that you learn things along the way from life. And you have the experience of knowing, not because we're so much smarter when we get older, but we have life experience. we can say that in this situation, let's say, I try not to give advice. I say, well, in this situation, I would do this and that, but you have to make up your own mind as to what you feel is right for your own situation, because situations may be totally the same, but still the people involved are not the same, because we are all individuals. There's only one of us. No one is exactly 100% identical. So the reaction and the way of handling situations will differ. This is why I don't say you should do this or you should do that. I would say I would do this. I know from experience that this works for me. And then it may give you a little idea as to which way you should go with a particular problem. Do you see what I'm getting at? Am I here? I'm still here. Okay, let's see. We'll just go along, pick and choose, filling in little pieces. This is what I mean, that there's not that much left to do that it cannot be done. Especially since I'm going to be, have to be resting for a couple of days. We got our third jab on the weekend, which was good because they had a place set up in a hospital next door to us, so we didn't have to go get on the bus just for a 5-minute visit to the family doctor. And she said she did recommend that we go get it next door rather than go to the office, which I do think is a good idea because it's a small village doctor's office, and they clean and they sanitize and everything else. But it's still, I think it's more sanitary than a special place that was set up in a hospital only for the jabs. And it's a different entrance, and no one else was going there. So no people with a health issue or anything else. These were healthy people going for their first, second, or third jab. We got our third one, which I thought was excellent. It was a spacious, airy room, whole floor. And there was an elevator, which was good because my knees, you know, are under winter thing. You know, they're doing their thing. They're letting me know that it's winter. Yeah. Which means they're creaky and hurt. You know the whole story. I'm sure you have the same issues. However, it's not as bad as it used to be. Really, I would definitely agree with the doctors. Medicines are great. They have great medicines nowadays. But you must keep moving. I know it hurts. I found a little bit of help in that department, what worked for me, which is I have to learn to slow down. I have to learn to start my walk, the 3-kilometer walk, at a slow pace. Excuse me, I'm going to lose my voice. I do apologize. So I have to slowly begin the walk, and then automatically I would feel that I'm starting to walk a little easier, walk a little faster. So this is what I have noticed lately, that even if I do the warm-ups, I still need to start into the little walkabout slowly. I think I need to talk less. We had absolutely no bad reaction to minor discomfort, very minor. I was worried. I asked the doctor, because he was a doctor giving jabs. I asked him, if you don't have a reaction, then does it still work? He said, yes, of course. Well, this is a booster. And he said this is to remind the system that we already have built up a certain amount of immunity from the other 2 jabs. So this is all that this is for. I do apologize, but we're moving toward this this part of the canvas. Moving right along, we have some color blocking over here too, so that will go rather fast. But like I said, we are not worried about it. But I did give myself a time schedule. Actually, I'm just 1 day off, which is an absolute miracle considering I had an extremely hard time when I had duck lips. I don't think the doctor is going to recognize me without my swollen face. Seriously, that's how bad it was. The thing is, I never get a toothache, and no tooth ever fell out except for the baby teeth. But when I do get one, it's like extreme emergency. There is fever, there is swelling, there is discomfort like you would not believe. Yeah. This happened to be on the side of the front 4 teeth. So I can sing, all I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. Well, yes, he did say that the dentist poles had to be removed. I do apologize. It had to be removed. So definitely we will put a replacement in there. And it looks real good. So he said what he's going to do is put a permanent replacement in and then crown it together with the tooth next to it, so there will be no, it would be just as if I still had my own tooth. That's what he said. Now, if that's not the way it's going to work, then I'm going to be a bit upset. But even if I am a bit upset, it still had to come out because my health and my eye. Yes, it went up to my right eye. I'm still black and blue from the IV, so no, nobody beat me up. Since I couldn't even open my mouth to drink with a straw, I had to have some replacement of fluids. But everything is fine now. The good doctor. She was very good. I was scared out of my mind. I was scared, you know, how long it would take for her to get it out since the swelling was so big. She just went in, gave it a twist. I heard the crunch. That's the worst sound, isn't it? That's the worst sound you want to hear in a dentist's office, is that crunch. I thought, well, here we go. Then she can't get the root out, you know, the usual. And she says, we're all done. I go, no, you have to take the tooth out. She goes, we're all done. I go, And I realized I have not taken a breath in quite a while. Oh, yes, folks, I'm a baby when it comes to dentists. Maybe because I didn't have to go to them so often. But anyway, so now I'm trying to sneak hubby in because, of course, he comes with me to the doctor, dentist, eye doctor, you know. Good thing they don't let him in a gynecologist, or he would stand there too. I have to sneak him in to get his teeth cleaned and whitened a bit. He's been drinking very strong tea, and that does discolor the teeth. I don't want sparkling white, you know, I want... This is what my doctor told me, that my tooth is not going to be the sparkling white because it doesn't look natural. So he wants to match the other teeth, which are white, but not that artificial white, which made sense to me. I think it's logical. Do you agree? So hubby needs his teeth cleaned, and the dentist in the village doesn't believe in that. So now that we found this one next door, there is a health house where they have the different labs and everything else right next, in the same lot with the hospital. So you can go in there and get your x-rays and your lab work and everything else right then and there. They don't do that in the hospital. And but they have no emergency room. They send you to Jerd, which is a big city. I don't know how long it would take to get there, probably an hour. And they have special ambulances for carrying patients. You know, there are ambulances for emergencies, and there are other ones that are just for transporting patients. And now they want to set up a patient-carrying taxis, where if you don't have a car, you can call a taxi that has a medic in it to transfer you for different tests, or MR or CT. Although they have MR and CT now, they have it in this hospital, but before they did not. And the nearest emergency dentist was in Chopron, you know, which is next to the border, which was quite far away from us, and it was Friday night. Friday night, you are not allowed to get sick. You know, you need to get sick during office hours. This is Eastern Europe. Remember, keep on telling you, things are different here. And there was no car available, so they thought I would take an hour and a half ride on a bus with 102 temperature, my face swollen to 3 times its size. Okay, that's one thing, traveling there. You know, middle of the night, nobody's on the bus, I could scream and yell all I want. But how about coming back home after, you know, they removed the mess? Yeah. I definitely did not want to be an inpatient, considering everything that's going on, although everything is very good under control in this country. We are highly jabbed. We keep to the rules in this city. Yeah, I'm going to lose my voice. I do apologize. In this city, there's no case of I need to get a drink of water. There's no case of this little virus. not one. This is how disciplined we are here. And it does take discipline. Keep to the guidelines. Well, folks, we're going to have silent live stream. Okay, that one's done. See, this is what I mean. We just need to fill in a few passes. I'm not going to torture you anymore with my strange voice. Thank you very much for spending time with me today. Stay safe, stay healthy. Please stay happy. Please hit the like and the subscribe button. If you have done so already, I thank you very much. Goodbye for now. Wish me luck.